Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Fields. He'll hit Jackson, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And the defense bit hard there. They were thinking run all the way, play fake, working to perfection on 4th down.
And it was able to work because of the down and distance situation. 4th and short, you've got to respect the run. You show a little play action. Oftentimes you find people open for what you need, and that's exactly what they got done there.
Flushed out right. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, here's Fields. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Browns are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll try the left side. It's Carson, and he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Kaepernick now to throw. Buying time to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Samson Ebukam coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up fourth. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on fourth down with a penalty. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fields. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. No score after one on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him a football in space as they did right there.
Kaepernick looking to throw, 3rd and 2. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one one bit. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Kaepernick now on first down. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. He tried to get something going there with a little toss behind the line of scrimmage. Unsuccessful.
How about the athleticism of the coverage, though? Being able to dance with him coming out of the backfield. That's not easily done. But not only did he dance, took it, wheeled, and went the other way. Ended up with 6 points for his team.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Ertz has it left side. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's fourth down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run for it with Carson. And shutting him off, now open field. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And tough sledding. Going to get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. To throw, it's Kaepernick. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Brown. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. Right side caught by Jackson. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On first down, it's Fields. Steps away to his left. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big gain that time for the Chargers. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one. On second down, Cook. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Fields now to throw. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Browns are going to take over here up near the 40. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The Browns drive about to get started. So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, Kaepernick. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, Kaepernick. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First down, Cleveland. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Now Kaepernick. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum of the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
63 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They run it again with Cook. And he'll go down at the 28. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4. Fields setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Browns will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Carson. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. This is Carson. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. On first down, Carson. And he brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They run it with Carson, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Carson, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now left side on the swing pass. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
It's caught by Jackson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Here's Fields. Being chased out left. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. CeeDee Lamb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Butker on for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Kaepernick. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense. Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
A gain of 7. First down, Cleveland.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Kaepernick to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's a
touchdown, Browns. Raheem Mostert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have retaken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 17-14.
17. Chargers, 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right up.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dante Hightower. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Chris Carson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Chargers, 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10. Their own 17.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Back to throw. Fields dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 3rd and 2, Fields. Buying time to his left. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To try again after the sack. Fields. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quan Williams. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Kaepernick looking to throw. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Brought down by the quarterback, William Jackson.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. And his kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close,